Hi, welcome to a new video, and this is one I've been talking about doing for a little while but never got round to, so finally I'm going to talk about KartKraft. And basically this is a PC only title. It's in early access on Steam at the time of recording. I think it's around about £16, but it does pop up in sales every now and again if you want to take a look at it. Now, the early access part of it is quite important. It's been in early access for a while, but it's not been abandoned, quite a long way from it. In fact, it's regularly updated and has just had an update a week or so ago, which played around with the physics to some quite good success. So a few things here about it. First of all, content-wise, it's not exactly what you could call feature-packed. If I remember off the top of my head, you've got about half a dozen kart manufacturers in there, and on top of that there's a generic kart brand. There's 3 classes of kart of increasing power, with the top tier one also being a shifter kart, so you're going to have to think about shifting on that, and keep in mind shifting in karts is rabidly hyperactive, quite frankly, but it does give you a good range of karts to play around with. Again, track-wise, not a huge amount in there. I think there's around about 5 if my memory serves me. Most of them real world and laser scanned as well, which is good. My personal favourite is PFI, so Paul Fletcher International, which is a UK based outdoor karting circuit, and it's got a really good layout, and it's really well recreated within KartKraft. So content wise, no, we don't have a huge amount in there, and aside from practice, time trial and racing against the AI, there's not a lot in terms of games modes in there either, and the AI is pretty good. Once you get past the opening corner, they tend to settle down a bit and you can have some good races with them. They have recently rebalanced the AI as well, which was needed because they were a bit effective prior to that across all of the difficulty levels. The UI is a bit unintuitive and bland as well, so why on earth, given all of this, am I banging on about KartKraft? Well, simply put, because getting kart physics right in a title is notoriously difficult. Many titles have tried, most have failed utterly, and that ranges from the likes of Gran Turismo's tried it, didn't work. Project Cars tried it, didn't really work either. You can get it for as DLC for, mods for Assetto Corsa, etc. Basically, lots of people have tried it. Nobody has really pulled it off. KartKraft, however, manages to buck this trend, and what it delivers is really an excellent physics engine and tyre model for karts, and it really does give you that feeling of being directly connected to a kart, and most importantly, the fact that you don't have any suspension in a kart. Basically, the only suspension is the actual tyre itself, and that comes across really, really well in KartKraft. So despite its lack of content, or its slim content and options, which again is understandable given that it's an early access title and it is cheap, it's really cheap, what it manages to pull off is the fact that you've got a really solid physics engine here that just works amazingly well for karts, something that, certainly in my experience, I've never come across anybody else managing to pull that off, yet that's exactly what they've done here. It does help that it sounds pretty good, it looks good and runs pretty well. Also has a passable photo mode for people who are interested, such as myself, who like that kind of thing. So it's gearing up to be a good solid package, and what you've got at the moment for the price certainly, in my view, offers really good value for money. It just is a very niche product, but if you want to find out what a kart really should feel like in a sim, in my opinion, this really is one of your few choices with regard to that, particularly if you want to race against some fairly competent AI and get in on the ground floor for a title that is building and constantly improving. So yeah, would I recommend KartKraft? this isn't a full review because it's early access, but yes, I would, if you're interested, with the caveat, obviously, if you're interested in karts, I would recommend it. If you are, yeah, this is about as good as it gets, and keep in mind that you're unlikely to find these locations in this kind of quality anywhere else as well. So in terms of an addition to a sim racing collection, it's certainly one that I would recommend getting in on. It might not be your day-to-day go-to sim, but certainly if you want to pop in and play around with a little bit of kart action, I can't think of anything better for it in terms of the package it offers. So yeah, there we go. That's a quick look at KartKraft. As it gets improved, we get updates and any new content, I'll bring those to the channel. And if you found this video useful, please do hit the like and subscribe button, and if you want to see more content like this, hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos get uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.